Good evening, internet web freaks. Bobby at 5-Star Auto Repair, fixing cars. One of the things I'm working on today is that Mustang, the blue and white one, that had this for a battery box. Oh, that's their battery box. Not only is that their battery box, that was their positive cable going up to the starter solenoid. Oh, that's something out of a horror movie for a car guy or girl. Now, it literally was cut through right there on the wire, cutting through, about to start a fire. So I'm rewiring this car, of course, and I'm gonna make a long story long. We're definitely not using that. We're not using this box whatsoever. It was housing an Optima, and this is how they were isolating said wire. Atrocious. So, back upstairs at the car, the new battery box I put on it and the new terminals we put on it. Now, said car was grounded right here in that hole, and that was its only ground. Its ground was literally 1.5 feet. Its only ground was right there. This is what's left of his cable. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't even know what they were thinking, but I do know the lack of ground was causing issues like that. And the fire extinguisher being right there doesn't help issues like that. Right next to the gas tank. No problem if it grounds out. No, whatever. So, I had to get cable for it. And I wanted some thick cable for it in case he wants a stereo. You know, some high amperage, high voltage, some thick stuff. Aught. You know, 1 aught. Anyway, so to make a long story long again, I went looking, went searching. I'm going to try to hide as much as I can in where I was searching. But what is this? So this is kind of new to me. But this is translucent copper clad aluminum. So I did my homework. And, well, yes, copper-clad aluminum wire does flow 15 to 20% better than just aluminum alone. I didn't know this. I always thought copper was the best way to go. I mean, they copper plated it. Some Tijuana gold. So, I decided, nah, I don't think so. I think we're going to spend the extra money and do this stuff right here. It's nice and big and juicy, really easy to work with. It will go down to 50 degrees Celsius and 600 volts. I don't know. I've never copper clad aluminum. And I'm going to use P-clamps instead of metal conduit on a power wire. P-clamps are a nickname for these guys, which are just isolating clamps. And the reason they're isolating is, well, they're rubber, ink-coated. And I've got all various sizes. Now we're not going to need anything that big, but no, we're going to use that probably. About 1/2 inch in that area. And we're going to go from the front to the back without using copper-clad aluminum. I've never even heard of it. What, copper-clad aluminum? How about just some copper? I mean, granted, it was double the cost, but copper-clad aluminum. What is this world coming to? We literally have copper-plated aluminum wire. Man, I don't know, but this car isn't getting it. It's too pretty of a car. That's where we're at. If you guys are following the build, there you go. We're starting there. We've cut away all the wire. We got rid of his ground. We do have some nice holes. We can grommet up and glue up and then P-clamp. Now that's another form of P-clamp right here. And I like these as well. They're plastic. completely plastic. The only problem with the completely plastic ones is they tend to snap after they get hard and brittle. So I like the metal isolated P-clamp best. And then I'm gonna run it ground instead of just to the bottom of the battery box, all the way to the front, ground out the engine, ground out the chassis, body, give it some good grounds. And then I've got to sort out all that wiring. I've got the new solenoid in, but I've got to sort out all the wiring. They literally, dude, they have so much wiring on the post to the starter solenoid. It's maddening. Oh, and I got rid of their little plastic goofy in lieu of, I'm gonna go with a aluminum clad aluminum reservoir. So it'll match their aluminum clad aluminum radiator. Another day down. It was a pleasure talking with you guys. Any questions or any detail you can give me, I'm always open and willing to learn. Let me know in the comments, you guys, and subscribe, and we'll keep playing. We'll have some episodes of fun together. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night.